Just got back to camp. It's no longer in the shade. Yeah. That's what's hard to tell. You rock up to a place and go, oh, that looks shady, I'll go there. But of course that moves. But there's shade here, and that shade will gradually move over. Just move the car, just behind the camera there. A lot of activity going on now. A lot of people driving around trying to find their spot. That's definitely a tip. If you're going to come stay at Lake Navarino in the bush camp, get here early. They say 11 o'clock, but I was here just after 10 and they let you in. And there was other people already here, so I don't think they care. They could have been here the night before, but yeah, definitely get in early, because some of the guys that have been driving around have just been doing like 2 or 3 laps of the place, just zigzagging in and out of any track they could find, trying to find a campground. And like me, I looked on their vehicle, they've got like swags and stuff. So they're kind of in the same boat as me. You want to find a nice shaded spot to set up your camp. When you're in a swag or a tent, you don't want to be out in the open. You don't want to be in the middle of the sunlight, out in the sun with no shade. So yeah, this campground, you're kind of limited. When it comes to tents and swags, you're very limited on where you can go. Just opposite me, there's one over there, and it's secluded. Well, I wouldn't say fully secluded, but you drive into it, and it's like a little, and it widens out, and it's surrounded by trees, but there is no shade in the actual camp part. I suppose once the sun goes down, it'd be all right. But at the moment, no shade whatsoever. Because I thought the guys would snap that up. I thought they'd go in there. But that looks like a, back in a caravan job. But yeah, so if you're a swag or a tent camper, yeah, get in early if you want to find a spot. That's all I can say. Yep, here they go, they're coming past again. I feel bad for them. It's like, they probably didn't realise. Lap number 4, I think it is. Well, mine started off with shade. And then the sunlight came in, and I started to question if it was a good spot. But now that the sun's moved again, I'm getting good shade where I'm sitting now. The camp kitchen's in the sun. Yeah, did a bit of reading before. I feel more calm this time around. I feel a bit more relaxed. I better say, I can't believe how busy this place gets, but since they've removed the camping from around the lake, this is the only option people have now. I don't know, I just thought the bush camping area would be nice if it was more designated. Like some are designated, some aren't. But actually, in the end, I'm quite happy. I think I chose a pretty good spot. I'm glad I got here at the time I did. That's the other thing too, can't have a fire. Chose a good time to start solo camping at the end of spring and into summer, because that's the fire season, or no campfire season. Would have been nice to have a fire. I do believe, no, damn it. I was going to say my next camp in at Lane Pool, but that's mid-December. And I know full well from December through until February, December, January, February, and even March even is, yeah, total fire ban, no fires. So it's a pity. So I choose a bad time to start camping. Nothing like a bit of cheese and crackers out in the bush. I need to get a table. I've got the table over there, but it's got the fire night on it and the, the little gas stove and that. Bit disappointed there's no camp table here. Like there's one like 200 metres plus over there, but I think somebody's claimed that. The lady did say if I camped up near it, then you claim it as your own, but there was nothing good around it. Like there's no, it's all just open. But yeah, cabanossi, bit of cheese, easy peel. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, that makes it easier. Yeah. So without a table, I'm just going to have to do it this way, which isn't bad. Okay, so it's just after 2 o'clock. What do you think about it? If I got here about 10:30, so what's it been, 3.5 hours? I mean, think about it, that's gone pretty quick. Funny, at the last camp I was saying how time goes slow when you're out in the bush, but it feels like this has kind of gone quick a bit. But I'm saying that though, like, I've set up camp. It took me a while to figure it out too. Like I did like 2 laps driving around trying to find this spot. Oh, and the flies have come out. The flies have been tolerable, but as soon as you bring the food out, they're out here too. But yeah, I think the last camp I was complaining about not having much to do, whereas here, I must say, is kind of similar, but it feels different. Despite not being overly private here, compared to the space I had at Martin's Tank. I know I find it more peaceful here. Maybe because we are surrounded by more nature. The forest is different. I can hear birds. That's all I wanted. I know I carry on about birds. Like, nature isn't just birds, but they're a big part of it when you come out into the forest like this. I say forest yet. Doesn't look very dense. So yeah, I'm glad I've done Martin's Tank as a start, then come here as a second. It's funny though, because it's like the build up is Lane Pool in just remembered, I was able to get into Lane Pool earlier, so now I've got 3 trips coming up. I've got the early December now. Oh, the wind's picked up a bit. So yeah, I've got early December, that's at Lane Pool. Then I've got around the 20th, so just after, I've got the 20th at Lane Pool, and then I got mid-January at Lane Pool. They're like separate campgrounds, or 2 different campgrounds, Tony's Bend or Charlie's Flat. I did look at staying at other places around there, but there's Baden Powell, but that's really congested. That seems to be like the family go-to campground. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to going to Lane Pool. We stayed out there before, Nanga Brook, when we had the camper trailer. So that wasn't solo, it wasn't just me. So yeah, I'm really excited about Lane Pool. And I know your campground has your table and is more secluded. Definitely shade. Definitely nature. More. You got the river there too. Still more people coming in. This place must get, what was it? 2:15. 2:15 and more people are coming in. I suppose it is, I thought it was Friday, no, it's not Saturday. I know a lot of people watch, camping channels for activity. And I guess for me, or this channel, it's not a buzz with activity. It isn't about grand adventures, hiking, driving and that kind of thing. Well, the drive's part of it, but just driving to and from camp, and that's it. And yeah, okay, I'll go for a little bit of an explore around, but it is mainly just about the sit back and relax. Really do hope you guys, don't mind joining me with that. Maybe some of you can't get to nature, so I'm doing it for you. Anyway, I'm going to finish my crackers. Talk to you guys later. Well, it's been a good hour or so. I think about an hour. The shade's starting to come over the camp now. I might as well talk a bit about the campsite itself. Pros and cons for me, it's a nice place. I love how we're surrounded by the nice tall trees and this and that. Yeah, the nature noise when we get it. The breeze has picked up a lot though this afternoon. Keeping it cool though, the sun's got a bit of bite. And I suppose the wind keeps the flies away. Not too busy, I'd say. But yeah, there's people turning up still. Cons, I'd say I don't like how it's open. If you're a caravan or a camper trailer person, or even a tent, a big tent, definitely a place to come. Yeah, it's great. But if you're a swagger like me, or if you've only got a small tent and you want some privacy and some shade, then it's not that great. Like, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's terrible, don't come here, but I wouldn't say it's all that great for the swagger small tenter. Busyness, like, so these cons are more for me, I guess. Another con for me is it's so open that everybody's camp around me is just fully open to me. It's like I don't want them to see into my camp, and I don't really want to see into theirs either. It's like it just feels like there's no privacy. I guess that's why I like the more secluded bush camps. But that aside, it was a nice drive in. There's no corrugation. The only off-road part is literally just coming from the main caravan park to where I am now. And obviously driving around, I just had to be careful with the rocks and sticks that are along the tracks around the joint. So track-wise, fine. Walking distance to things, not too bad. I suppose there's one con I'd say is, unless you're self-sufficient and have your own toilet, they need a bush toilet up in this part, I think. Even like Chuckett Central, like up that way. Like I'm more border to the caravan park, and you've got to go into the caravan park to go to the toilet. That's excellent. They got hot showers there and everything, you know, for us to use if we want to. But to go to it's a bit of a walk. Like if you just want to go to have a piss, you know, number one, you got a bit of a walk down there to go. So I really think that would be a nice addition here. Up in this part would just be a ground toilet, even if it was just one or two. Even chuck a portaloo here. I guess that's a general suggestion, because they made it seem like, yeah, the toilets and ablutions were close by. And even videos that I've seen from other campers that have stayed up in the bush camp, they said, oh, the toilets are just over there. It's like, well, if you're further back, like the camp goes another, 500 metres that way maybe, the bush part, then you've got a big long walk to go to the toilet. So unless you've got a toilet in your caravan, but like us swaggers, tenters, whatever else like that, you've got a bit of a walk to and from the toilet. Well, I suppose for me, have a ground toilet. Problem solved. Give us a long drop. Can't really fault much else. Like, I suppose activity-wise, unless you're a swimmer or you like your water sports, then yeah, you'd go to the dam and go down there and go for a swim. But activity-wise otherwise, okay, there's a few hike tracks around here from what I understand. And then even that little walk that I did before, that was fine. But again, unless you like those kind of things, there's not much activity-wise to do here. It's starting to become a bit of a pattern, I think. The pattern of there's not much to do camping. I feel bad for saying that. Like for me, it doesn't matter. Like, do I care about the water sports? Do I care about the hiking? Not really. Do I feel bad for not doing it? Not really. I've just come here to sit at camp and just be. But should I go and do things? Well, yeah. Well, okay, suppose think about it. What other things are you meant to do camping anyway? Okay, yep, people sit around the fire, people drink. I'm not a drinker, I don't drink any alcohol or bugger all. I suppose the other issue is you're solo, you're on your own, so you've got to entertain yourself. I think another gripe or another con of this place is it's like we're in a bit of a valley. So the road that leads into this campground, you just hear cars revving and everything else going up the hill or up down the road. It's like people just can't seem to drive normally. Another thing I feel bad about actually is I don't want these videos to be me coming out camping and just having a whinge. But I guess I am, in that sense, saying it how it is. If the campsite's good, I'm going to say it's good. If there's a few things wrong here and there, I'm going to say them as well. I guess that's the point. It's like I guess people want to hear the pros and cons of certain camps or what it's like to go to these places solo. So I guess that's what these videos are going to portray. I'm not going to, I'm not going to lie about it. Yeah, what do you guys do? I've asked this before. But what do you guys do at camp if you haven't got people to talk to, if you haven't got a fire to sit around? What do you do? I'm very curious. Like, am I missing something here? Again, music. I could just be playing music. Could do that. But that aside, activity-wise, when you're out solo camping, what do you do? Maybe I am doing what we're meant to be doing. Sit around at camp, read a book, literally do nothing. And is that a bad thing? I don't think so. Rightio, we're going to do a bit of camp cooking again. We've got sausage sizzle tonight. It's going to be sausages, egg, bit of onion, salad, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy, not like steak last time. I think my kitchen's on a bit of a slant. Oh well. Good thing about the fire night stove is, despite the breeze, they've got these windbreaks on them so they don't go out. Apparently people have tested it with like air blowers and stuff to try and get the flames to go out, and they don't go out. So they must be pretty good. I suppose we'll chop up the onion a bit. Remember guys, don't litter. I know it's food stuff, so it'll probably just break down. But if just throwing this in the bush is just going to get the ants and other creatures coming into your camp, you don't want that. So make sure you throw it all in the bin. Got myself a rock, so without losing anything. It's not going to go well. That might have actually worked. Wow, that might have actually worked. Surprised that people come here at such a late time. Or maybe they're just passing through. The only downside I think to the fire night is no matter how low you turn it down, it still seems to burn everything. And I've just lost an onion. Common problem apparently. That's alright, they just turn your sausages quicker. I know as soon as I put the eggs in, they're going to go straight down to this end of the pan. Even though I lifted it up a bit, I don't think it's enough. I'm not exactly the most professional of camp cookers. But as long as it does the job, who cares? Still want to try and get this a little bit higher without losing everything. As long as it doesn't slide off that rock. Oh, these sausages are looking good. The other thing with the fire night too is that the flame obviously being centered, it's more in the middle, in this part. It's like I'm cooking the onions on the outside, they're not even really burning, so that's good. This is looking good. No fancy steaks needed. Nothing beats a good sausage sizzle. Keeping the outside now, so you're in the burn. I wonder what everybody else is having in camp. Obviously no fires, so they must be having gas cookers or something as well, if they've got one. That is looking bloody good, guys. Looking forward to this one. simple dinner. Just check this sausage, make sure it's cooked. Oh, perfect. There we go. Oh, grab that one actually. Slide that. Bit of onion. Now, unlike Bunnings, who now put the onion under the sausage, which is completely wrong, onions on top. Yeah, grab another one. Where'd the knife go? No, piece off flies. A bit more onion. Anyway guys, I'm going to turn the camera off and prepare the rest of my food here. Well, rightio. I've had dinner. I've cleaned up. Now, one thing I've noticed. My God, I've got to be careful. The flies have gone, but the midgies, there are thousands of them. I just got on the Bushmans again. I barely had any Bushmans on today. Like I put some on earlier just to get the flies out. I'm so glad there's no mosquitoes. But midgies, my God. And they come and go. That's so crazy. There's thousands of them. It's funny that, yeah, now they've dropped back in again. And then all of a sudden they just disappear. It's like they go up and then down. Oh my God. Everywhere I look, there's just midgies. Holy shit, I don't know what to do. Breathe them in. Oh my God, they're on the camera and everything. I don't know, what do you prefer, midgies or mozzies? Do midgies bite? Are they like mosquitoes but just smaller? I don't know. See, now they're gone again. That's just crazy. And then all of a sudden they just drop back down and they're in your face. Oh, now here they are, they're all back again. It's going to be a cool night tonight too by the looks of it. All the clouds gone. The breeze is still around, which is good. I'm still wondering, do I have that same problem as before? Where, you know, I sit here and wait to go to bed with not much to do. And I'm still surprised there's still people rocking up. It's after 6 now. Yeah, it's 6:15 and people are still rocking up. Still driving around, still trying to find a little campsite for the night. Unless it's a quick stopover, like, you know, you just need somewhere to camp for the night and then you keep going. Why would you come in so late just to set up camp and then early in the morning pack up and go? I don't know. I suppose that's what you do when you just got a quick stopover. Set up the bare minimum and sleep for the night and then keep going, I guess. I swear I'm eating midgies. That's my dessert. It's like I get in my head that the camp's over. Like, it's now overnight, it's now the next day. You know you got to pack up and, you know, go home. So it's like I get in my head that I've just got to hurry up and rush. Like, the camping trip's over, just pack up and go. Like, I got home and my partner's like, why did you rush home at the last camp? And I'm like, well, it's done. I'm not just because you can leave at 10. Why just sit around and do nothing until 10 o'clock? So I think for me, I'll just get up whenever, start to pack up, and then have my breakfast just like last time. Another bacon and egg sandwich. Sounds good to me. Well, guys, time to charge this battery now. I guess, unless something eventful happens, I guess I'll say goodnight and I'll see you guys in the morning.